Good morning, students. Today we start with new chapter in geography, and the name of the chapter is environment. Our first topic is component of our environment. So the line over here, the word environment originates from the French word environnement, which means neighborhood. Neighborhood means the area surrounding a particular place, person, or object. Or in simple word, we can say surrounding where we are live in. In short, we can say everything around us constitutes the environment. It acts as an envelope which protects us from the UV rays of that is coming from the sun. You find a variety of things around us, and those things can be divided into two parts, that is natural environment and human made. And all the things which are constituted in environment can be divided into two parts, that is natural environment and human made environment. Natural environment include a large number of living things which are known as biotic and non-living things which are known as abiotic. Examples of biotic elements are animal, plants and microorganisms. And examples of abiotic are land, water and atmosphere. Human-made environment includes things created by human and interaction with other. Things like we created family, society, religion, education. Second division is human-made environment. Human-made environment includes things which are created by human and interaction with other. Interaction here we means that is to understanding each other or with the help of nature. So this human made environment can be divided into two parts. The number one is human, and through the interaction with human and nature. Human includes examples are building, bridges, industries. These all things are created by human being, and with the help of interaction with each other we created family, society, religion and education. This topic is natural environment. The line over here, everything you see around yourself which was not made by human is a part of natural environment. Natural environment includes land, water, air, animal, plants, or etc. comprises nature. Or we can say natural element which are given by nature. So, as we have discussed previously natural environment, the further divisions are natural environment can be grouped into four domains, or we can say in four parts, that is lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere. So we will start with our first division, that is lithosphere. Lithosphere is the study of land, or we can say landform present on the topmost layer of the earth. It is also known as hard crust and solid crust, and it is made up of rocks and minerals. It is covered with soil. It includes landforms, various landforms like mountains, plain, plateau and valley, etc. The same land part which covered by ocean, that will be termed as ocean floor, the part of lithosphere. Lithosphere provide us minerals wealth, forest, grasslands, agricultural land and land for human settlement. Settlement here we means the houses, market area, that were built on the land part. Second division is hydrosphere. Hydrosphere includes all the water bodies, or we can say water, present on the earth's surface. In this sphere we will study about the water and water bodies present on the earth. It includes ocean, sea, lake, river, etc. Third division is atmosphere. Atmosphere is the layer which surround our earth's surface, or we can say it act as an envelope which covered earth and protect us from the ultraviolet rays that is coming on the earth by sun. It has a number of gases which help in changing with altitude from earth's surface. Gravity hold the earth atmosphere around it. Atmosphere also has dust and water vapor. It helps atmosphere in changing weather and climate. Atmosphere also act as a shield which protect us from ultraviolet rays that is coming from the sun. Fourth division is biosphere. Biosphere constitute all the plants and animals present on the earth's surface, and it also known as living world because in this we include all the living objects. In this domain we include land, air, water interact with each other to support the life, or in other words we can say without their interaction we cannot suppose to have life on earth. Our next topic is ecosystem. An ecosystem is a large community of living organism. Living organism includes plant, animal and microorganism in a particular area. The living and physical component are linked together through nutrients cycle and energy flow. Ecosystem is a system formed by the interaction of all living organisms with each other and with physical and chemical factors. It means they are connected with each other in physical or chemical form. All plants and animals and human beings depend on each other to fulfill their basic need. By basic need, we mean like food, cloth, shelter. You all know we get food from our environment. Environment provide us material to build our houses. Environment provide us cotton to make our cloth. So we can say that we all are totally depend on nature. The line over here, there could be different ecosystem in different environment. For example, desert, mountain, dense forests, grasslands, rivers, oceans and even in the pond. For example, camel. Camel have an ecosystem of desert. It means camel cannot survive in low temperature. Camel adaptation is high temperature. Same as polar bear. Polar bear cannot survive in desert. His adaptation is low temperature. Next topic is human interaction with nature. First of all, I would like to tell you about the meaning of interaction with environment. It means interaction between human social system and the rest of ecosystem. Like how camel interacted with desert environment, consume less water, have padded feet. There were many more examples to prove the interaction of human being with nature, or we can say environment. For example, like bird use twigs and straw to build their nest. Likewise, human also started using things from nature like wood, stone, sand to build their house. Please go through this paragraph and read another example. With the passing of time, this level of interaction increases and human development developed new technologies with the help of interaction with nature, like wheel and steam engine give birth to industry. Another example is invention of electricity. And you all know what is the importance of electricity in your today's life. Next example is radio transformation. Radio transformation help us in transforming information. As and when time passes, more invention take place in many fields like food, transport, trade and communication. That is why the world is sometimes also called as global village. Next topic is human interaction and effects on environment. In this topic, we will going to study about the human interaction in various forms and affect the environment. It means human being gave some negative effects on the environment. As population increases, it gave negative effects on environment because population increases, demand also increases, and to fulfill their demand like food, cloth and shelter, environment has been exploited. So these effects are as follows. Number one is pollution. Industries causes smoke and other chemical pollutant that is released into the air and water and gave harmful effects on human health and nature. Burning of dry leaves, plastics, firecracker cause a lot of air pollution. Use of pesticides and chemical fertilizer causes land pollution. And these chemical waste, while drained into water, cause water pollution, and these human activities cause both air and water pollution. This pollution of the atmosphere is a matter of serious concern and cause serious diseases. For example, air pollution cause lung cancer, breathing problem, etc. Another examples are polluted water affects the vegetable and fruit we eat and cause serious problem to our health. Next is deforestation. Deforestation means cutting off trees. Why deforestation is increasing so much on large scale? And the answer is number 1, increasing demand for paper and wood products. Paper is used to make book, copies, newspaper, magazines, etc. and wood products to make furniture, home, etc. Number 2, to bring land under agriculture or industrial activities. Number 3, to meet demand of food and goods. That is for growing demand to fulfill the population. All of these give some negative effects on our ecosystem, wildlife and tribal population. Next effect is global warming. It means a gradual increase in the overall temperature of the Earth's surface. And the reason of temperature increase is burning of fossil fuels like coal and petroleum, release water vapor, CO2, methane, ozone and nitrous acid oxide into atmosphere. Global warming is a major atmospheric issue all over the world. Our Earth's surface becoming heat day by day. You can feel it. So let us discuss what are the causes of global warming. Number 1, when carbon dioxide and other air pollutants and greenhouse gases collect into the atmosphere and absorb sunlight. Number 2, the main cause of global warming is the burning of fossil fuel. You know about the fossil fuel, that is coal, petroleum, etc. When these fossil fuels burn, it releases hydrocarbon in the atmosphere, and this may to heat up the planet because of greenhouse effect. Now you have to understand about the greenhouse effect. What is greenhouse effect? It is a natural process that warms the earth's surface. When the sun energy reach the earth atmosphere, some of it is reflect back to space and the rest is absorbed and re-radiated by the greenhouse gases. And the absorbed energy warm the atmosphere and the surface of the earth. The heat of the atmosphere affect the melting of glaciers and frozen zones on the earth like the Arctic and the Antarctic region. And the melting of ice increasing the level of water. It also bring about imbalance in rain and wind pattern, storms and cyclone. In this paragraph, you will find the conclusion of the chapter. It is important to create a balance between these elements of nature which we have studied in this chapter. It is our duty to make a balance between human need and natural resources. Human beings have to understand the negative effect of nature which will harm us. We should take care of our nature and natural resources. You should not exploit our nature. I hope you will understand this lesson. Thank you.